everyone. I'm sorry, but Facebook and YouTube are not cooperating today. So let me go on and grab the link and share it so people can find me. We've had such a good track record the last week or so. Don't know why all of a sudden it's decided not to work. But it's been a major headache for the last half hour. So we'll give everybody a chance to catch up. We're working with our new reindeer wreath frame. So we're actually going to make a grapevine with this. So I just want to go ahead and share where we're at, because I know that people are looking and they can't find me. So we'll just go on to Robin's Wreathery and we will post the link. So we won't be live on Facebook. No fault of my own. But, and let's see if we can go to the other and share the description for everyone. I'm really sorry about this. It's difficult when you pay good money to have it run smoothly and it doesn't. So, not a whole lot I can do about it, I guess, at this point, because we're up and running. We're just not where we're supposed to be. All right, let me grab all this. Again, I apologize. Come on. Here we go. Let me go around so I'm not stretching as far. All right. Okay. Copy. There we go. Y'all having a good day so far? Say hello when you're popping on. I'm sorry about all the confusion. They're not playing nice again. There we go. Okay. We are good there. Okay. So we're not live on Facebook. We're just live on YouTube. All right. So I've decided I'm going to go ahead and use this fabric. So what I planned on doing first was the antlers, and I'm going to double them over. So let's see if we can figure out which size this goes on. Goes on this side. All right. So I'm going to actually attach the burlap to this. And then we're going to push it down with a ruler so we don't burn ourselves. Now I made it extra big, so we're actually going to take off more around the side, so it should fit. Within the frame. Now I'm using a piece of stiff foam or stiff felt to give it some stability. And to make it look clean from the back. So now we're going to actually glue that in place, but we're going to find where we want to cut this. And I'm thinking we can trim a little bit more off of here. There we go. All right, now we're going to glue this in place. Actually, I think we're going to glue this after we glue the ear and the face. So let's just go ahead and get this one ready. Hi, Marcia. Sorry, didn't have a chance to buzz you the other day. And I'm glad you found us. Facebook and YouTube aren't playing nice today. So, how have you been? So what I've done was we've taken some stiff felt and we're taking the burlap and we're folding it, so we're getting 2 layers going here. So now I can move that. And then we're going to put a bead of glue around here. Now I did not paint this frame. I did the antique wax on it because I want to see how the fabric adheres to the back of it. Now we could have used other fabric for this. I chose to use the burlap because I wanted to give it like that country look. All right, so now we're gonna trim around, get some of the excess off, and then we're gonna trim, let's just start now. We're gonna trim some of the white because I actually traced this, so we don't need all that white. I did it so we'd have a nice clean edge. And I did answer your questions on YouTube. You must have been watching after the live was over, but you asked where everything was, and I put links in there for the elf legs. So if you want to go back, you should be able to find them. So let's see. That looks pretty good from the front. Let's just make sure from the back. Okay, we can trim a little more off here. See how this felt just gives the burlap like some extra thickness to it? There we go. All right, so we've got our 2 antlers already made. Aw, thank you. Thanks. It was as you know, it was a bad week last week. So, lost 2 of my babies. So, we've already got this cut. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to turn our fabric over. We're going to go ahead and kind of get a vantage point on here, so we're so we know like our front is going to be somewhat straight. Like I'm just going in between the lines here. So did I have this right? Let me see if I have this right again. Okay, yes. All right, so we're going to put we're going to start by putting a nice thin bead on the inside of this, because I made it as big as the frame, so we are going to be cutting it. And I probably shouldn't have done it that wide, but I'm going to take my ruler, kind of spread this out. Rachel, nothing's cooperating. Facebook is not cooperating with Restream. It kept coming up with an error. I ended up having to add another thing on Restream to get in, just on YouTube only. I did put the link in Facebook, but I'm sure people are having a horrible time. Just FYI. Thank you. I don't know what the heck happened. Tried setting it up, kept telling me there was an error. So I ran it again, still another error. Went live, still another error. Just not playing nice again. All right, so we've got the fabric stretched out on the stiff felt. So what we're going to do now, see how nice that stays like that? That is just working great. So because I have this bigger than I need it, when I go in here, I'm going to cut in, because we don't need all that. And I'll probably have to do a little more trimming up top. I didn't cut it too short. We'll find out, won't we? All right. All right, so it looks like we just have to trim up here. Which I knew we would. So let's just do that. And then we will glue it onto our frame. Wow, that's pretty dang good. All right. And see, this is one of that homespun fabric, and it's kind of, it's a real, what's the word I want to use? It's not real stiff, the fabric, so this felt just stiffens it up some. Now let me look from the back. I think we're a little off there. We trimmed a little too short there, or I did it wrong. Well, don't tell anybody you saw this. But right here, we just need to attach a little piece. Don't tell. Maybe I had this backwards. Right there. So we're just gonna, shh, don't tell anybody. We're just gonna piece that right there. Give us that extra piece we need. I'm gonna make sure that my, well, where is my other antler? Come on. You saw me leave both of them right there, so where did it go? There's one, but now I don't see the other one. Oh, fell down. Found it. Whew. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure I have this right. Make sure I have these right before I do any gluing. Yes, we're good. All right. Thank you. Understand. Thanks. All right. See how this sticks with the stain. Might have to put a little piece in here just to cover that up. I cut it a little too short. Did you ever have one of those days where you just want to spit and scream? Well, this is one of them. Glue dried before it's set. So we're only going to do a couple inches at a time. Stick. Okay. Okay. A little bit there. It's got to come off. I've got my little sharp pointy scissors in the other room. Improvise. All right. This antler goes on that side. There's a lot of layers here, so I shouldn't get burned. Thank you all for popping on and hanging out with me. It's appreciated. Now this can be a door hanger. It does come with its own button bow holder. And you have two holes in the antlers to run your rope through to the button bow holder. It would go up here. But we're going to put this one on a grapevine wreath today, instead of it being a door hanger. I'm loving that. Don't you love those colors together? I really like that. All right, now we're going to put this next one on, and we can trim a little bit here. So all right, so we've got our farmhouse country looking. Now this is his nose. It's going to go on here. Got some glue on the fabric. Let's clean that up a little. There we go. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with his eyes yet. I am going to put them on there. I'm thinking I'm going to paint them. In here, I think we're going to put a little bit of felt. So, just a little bit in there like that. Just to kind of give it some dimension. So let's go ahead and put a little glue on there. You could paint, you could use any fabric you want with this. You could also add any colored nose you want. I thought I'd just stay with the neutral. So his nose is going to go right about there. I already put the wax on the one side, the antique wax. He's just a cute little guy, don't you think? There we go. So there is our reindeer. So we're going to take a grapevine and we're going to clean it up. A lot of squiggly stuff on here. So let's get it trimmed up and looking nice. Not wild. Sometimes you can get carried away, but if you just kind of keep the form and just kind of work at the wiggly stuff, if you pull and it starts to follow around, make sure you're not cutting off too much. But you just want to clean it up. You don't want it scratching when anybody walks past it. You don't want it scratching your door. See, that one goes all the way around there. So I'm just going to take that kind of under that one branch. Oh, much better already. Anybody start their Christmas shopping yet? It's 2 months away. I am finished the grandkiddos. Now I just got to work on the adults. And that's always the hard part for me. Because they don't want really much. They don't need very much. This is a scraggly one. There. I think that looks a lot better than it did. Whoa, that's a sharp one. All right. So this guy, I think it's going to go right in the middle. Aw, thank you, Marcia. So I think we're going to attach them up here. So I think I'm going to use, don't have any burlap here, so I guess we will be using wire. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I like using the wire or the burlap because it really goes well with the grapevine. Doesn't like stick out. I think he looks good in these colors. It's country. I'll just kind of tuck that back down in there. Actually, let's go ahead and trim it. And let's add a little bit of hot glue right here and kind of mesh that in the hot glue. There. And let's do the same over here. All right. I wanted to do this burgundy so bad, and I could not find ribbon in my inventory, and then I found the perfect ribbon. So I don't have a lot of it, so we're actually gonna, well, I was gonna put a bow at the bottom, but I don't have to now because he's down there pretty good. So I think we won't worry about the bow down here. We'll just worry about the bow up top. And I got some cool looking apples that have like and pears that are kind of like burgundy, and so I think we're going to add those. So I've got pine and pine cones that we're going to add in kind of around here. We'll create the bow at the top. I also have these beads I may enter in there. I'm not sure. But I kind of thought these were kind of like wild looking. So that's the plan. Now with this, I don't like this pine cone or that little greenery, so we're going to cut that off. We don't need that. Come on. I need to bring up the big guns. So I'm just going to kind of place these in here till I see where I want to get them. See where I want them. Say hello when you're popping on. Let us know where you're watching from. Is this your first time watching? We don't bite. You can say hi. Or not. We're just kind of placing these in here as a dry fit right now. So I really love this one. This one looks real. So I'm actually going to pull that one off of there and attach it to here. Kind of go for some real natural looking. There. Kind of here. And then we're going to pull these apart and stick them where we see fit. Before I glue these, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make my bow for up here, because I may add these down here. I've got one pear and I've got 2 apples. So let's go ahead and do our bow and then see where we want to take it from there. Now this is the fabric that I think is just gonna really make that look great. The ribbon, I mean. So this is all I have of it. So I'm trying to think if I want to take some down the side. So I'm actually gonna find the middle. Woohoo! Get to go out and buy 3 more. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to take a loop from that side. I'm going to take a loop from this side. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? Welcome. So do I want to... Yeah, all right, I'm going to take another loop. I'm doing this because this is all the ribbon I have of this color. And this is the only one that matches this. So I want to use it right. I want to use it so it all works. And that does. All right. There. So see, I made sure I had enough to do a 5 looper there out of that one piece. Now, I'm thinking this is nice too. This has, now I'm not liking it so much. Well, let's try it. Hanging in there, Tiff, hanging in there. All I can do. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing we did with that one. We're going to find our middle. We're going to create a little loop in the middle, like that. And we're going to twist, bring back another piece. So it looks like we're going to get 3 loops out of this. But I'm okay with that, because it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so I want to put my tails on this side. That's building pretty good. Kind of like it. I'm just not sure if I want to put this in there. I guess I could, because it's further up. It's going to pull. You got like two shades of the burgundy in here. So yes, we will go ahead and use it. And I think what we'll do is we'll do a 5. So we did a 5, a 3, and now we'll do a 5. And I think it goes pretty good with the fruit we're going to stick in there. Alright, so loop over here, so we'll put the loop over there. Now, I'm thinking I can either go with this, but I'm thinking I want to go with this. I had this out, but I'm not feeling this. So I think we're just going to... I am to the end of everything today except one roll. So let's see. Rachel, I think that's 9 rolls I can get. Because isn't it 3 rolls? Every time you empty a... Oh. All right. So, but I'm not sure if I want to use this to kind of attach to these. So, I think what we'll do, I think we'll cut about 3 of these off. And then I will use whatever we have. There we go. All right, so we're going to do this again. We're going to fold it in half, create our little bow, twist, bring back another bow, twist, bring a bow from this side, twist, and that is going to be our top for the 3. All right, let's figure out what we're going to use. I thought I had some green in here, some green tinsel tie that we could use, but I'm not finding it. So what I'm going to do, I have some of this rope that has wire in it, so I think we're going to use some of that. So let's bring our guy back here. Put that up there. Let's go ahead and fish this out now. So then we can just kind of like tie it down. I think that's the best way. Just gonna move that. So here goes. So I'm going to use this just like I would a pipe cleaner or a tinsel tie. Tie it and twist it, and then bring it back down through to the bottom and twist it again. And then I can actually use that after I twist it. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm going to twist, but then I will actually take it up like this and use this to make the hanger. So I'm going to give it a knot. And then I'm going to take these loose ends peel back some of the rope, trim off that. That's going to be a nice heavy hanger for this wreath. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. All right. So let's do some fluffing here. And I think we're going to take this over this way and under the antlers and kind of have it come out the side there. Nope, we're going to take it up this way. There we go. And we're going to pull this around, take it up that way. And we're going to bring this around, because we got 5 loops of the check. We've got 3 loops of the pine cone. We've got 5 loops of the burgundy. And then we've got 3 loops of the burlap. All right. All right, so there we've got our bow on. Hey, Monica. Yes, yes. Yes, it does, Marcia. And Monica, your stuff went out to, excuse me. Your stuff went out today. We could even put a rusty bow in there if we want. But now what we're going to do is we're going to get this greenery in here. And then we're going to get these fruits in here. And I could add the pear up there too with a pine cone like that. That really looks good. I like that. So let's take this little one. And I think we're going to add those to the top. And then add possibly some of the gold. Or the green. Let me see which one I like better. Got more colored greenery down here. I don't know, I kind of like the green. Gets smashed. But we'll just go ahead and add our greenery and then see where we go with this. All right. So I kind of want to get dark and then go lighter maybe the thing to do is get a hole going in down here and put a pick in there from the leftover stem. Like that. And kind of have that in there too. I like it. No problem. Thank you, Tiff. Thanks for stopping. Kind of placing these. Now this one did not come with fabric, Monica. I used a piece of that stiff felt in the back. And I used burlap here. I used some brown felt in here. I did not paint my eyes yet because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Look at that. That fruit just like, oh my gosh, that looks so cute in here. I've had this fruit downstairs for the longest time, and I've never used it. And I'm like, that would look cute, I think. Okay. So maybe this one. There. Kind of like that. Yes. So then I kind of want to hide that in there. Thinking. I know I had another piece of that. Where are you? That's not it. I had a whole nother piece of that. Oh well. It's around here somewhere. Now, I either put this up here and put these down in here. Maybe that's what I'll do. Put like 3 pine cones down here. I think I kind of like 2 over here. No. Okay, this needs a pick. So don't want to hurt myself. There we go. Like that. off. Could put the bell down there. Or check out this pine cone. Or and then put this here and put that there. We got it. Okay, I'm going to glue this. Kind of mash it. All right. I'm tucking some of it in so I have something to tie the bow to and the bell. It's not going to be tough enough. So we're just going to take this. I'm going to change this color. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that. And that might not work either, but I don't want to bring that burgundy down because it's a little off from this burgundy, so let's try this. Yes, that's a great idea. Oh, I can't wait to see that, Monica. That's awesome. I think that looks better offset, not like right in the middle. And then we can put a couple of these maybe in here. That way, have this one going here that way, and then have that in there like that. And I really don't think that looks all that bad. I'll turn it around and then see what you think. Just for a little bit, I'll pop. Come on. Let's pull that rope off of there. I got balls popping out everywhere. And then, do you think I need any of the gold up at the top there? What are your thoughts? Just a little bit, not a whole lot. I don't have my greenery glued down or my apples yet, but there we go. What are your thoughts? Oh, thank you. Kind of like that little bit of variation in there. There. I've had no sleep. None. Went to bed last night and could not sleep. That is the worst feeling. And just as you're getting up, you're starting to fall asleep. So I am like wired and tired. So there we go. There's our reindeer. Like I said, he comes with the button bow holder. So if you just want to make him a door hanger, you can. You can attach him to a wreath. You can do anything. And I can't wait to see what some of you do with them. I think I'm going to add just one of these. I don't know. What do you think? Think it goes? Yay or nay? Or is it too much? Aw, thank you. Thank you. There. I think he's golden. I think we're good. I know what you meant. Thank you. All right. I will see you all next week. I may be in my new studio by next week. I may not be. I'm moving out of this room. So it should be interesting. But I will let you know if for some reason I can't go live on Monday if I'm not moved yet. But I'll let you know. Okay? You all have a great weekend. And thank you so much for your support and all your prayers. Love ya.